guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Natasha Denona Mini Gold palette and also talking about my experience in the UK, how I got this, where I got this from, the pricing and all of that stuff, because if you don't know, this is not available in the UK here, and I actually don't think it's going to be. It appears to be like a Sephora exclusive and a Natasha Denona's own website exclusive, which is US based. So we aren't going to be able to get this easily, I don't believe, in the UK. She never releases her mini, you know, palette version minis. She releases her 5 pans here, but the mini star, the mini gold, the mini sunset, just always seem to be US exclusives only. So how did I get this, you may ask? Also, I just want to address the elephant in the room that my eyes are two completely different looks today, and it's just, don't ask, just don't ask, and I won't lie to you. So I got my palette from London Loves Beauty. So that is a website in the UK. It's not an official Natasha Denona stockist, but they are official stockists of other brands. So in my personal opinion, I think they're a trustworthy website. I certainly had no issues with them. This is certainly an authentic Natasha Denona palette. I have no problems. Obviously you make your own decision with it not being an official stockist, but I had a really good positive experience, no issues, great communication, etc. I posted about this on my Instagram and some of you thought I was bonkers for purchasing it because it cost me almost £40. Now in the US this costs $25, so yes, that's an extortionate, ridiculous price that we have to pay here in the UK. However, if you want it, that's what you're going to have to pay because it's not available here in the UK. It is only available on Natasha's website where it is $25. So I worked out what it will cost you to order it from there. So $25 for the palette, $15 for shipping, and then a further $8 for your VAT. So that's how much you're going to be paying on arrival to the country. And then the Royal Mail is going to add £8 on top of that, just for the pleasure of taking that money. So the total you would pay if you ordered this straight from the Natasha Denona website would be about £45. So you see the 39 from London Loves Beauty and free delivery that arrived within a few days, versus this will probably take a couple of weeks as a minimum if you order it from the US, if you order it straight from Natasha's website, because they seem to spend forever in customs and all of that stuff, let alone the journey from the US, when obviously damage is also a higher risk. So that's why I bought it from London Loves Beauty. That's why I don't believe it's an unfair price that that website is charging, because of all that other stuff that gets added on top. Is it an unfair price for us to have to pay? Of course. However, like I said, if you want this palette, that's what you're going to have to pay. So I've inserted footage of me using this palette today to get this eye look on this side. It has nothing to do with this side. That's a whole other video, this side. So I've inserted footage of me using every shade in this palette. What I love about this palette is exactly that. I mean, it does one thing. You are only going to get one look from this palette, which some of you might think, you know, for £40 you want to get a good few looks. Realistically, you're only really going to be able to do one or maybe two slightly differing looks with this palette. It does that one thing, but it does it beautifully and perfectly. What I love about this palette is it is kind of colourful, as in, you know, it's obviously a very sort of green toned, olive toned palette. However, it's so super wearable. I wear this every single day of the week. I've worn it a lot since I got it, and it's kind of perfect for me because it pushes me out of my comfort zone, as in it's not a palette of neutrals, it's not a palette of mauves or just, you know, bronzy, browns, autumnal type of tones I usually stick to. However, it's not mega crazy either. For me, this is like the perfect balance. I also find that this deep shade here is very usable as a like crease shade and as an outer shade, because it, although it is a kind of a shimmer, it's not like a metallic or a real glittery shade, so you can use that pretty flexibly as well to create some depth. This shade here is why I bought this palette, because it's just stunning and quite unique as well. Like, I don't have anything like that sort of dark army green in my collection. I don't have anything like it at all. Same thing goes for this shimmery deep green at the end. I have nothing like this, and it has a real shift. Like when I look at it from this angle, it looks straight up brown. When you turn it, it looks straight up green, and it is a very unique, gorgeous shade. So I love it for many reasons. It pushes me out of my comfort zone, but kind of keeps me wearable for me and like my lifestyle and my personal preference. I have nothing like this. I think every single shade in here is exceptional quality, as you would expect from Natasha Denona, and every single shade in here works beautifully. It's a very comprehensive palette. For a £5, it's literally your whole everything you need to do a very like beautiful, glorious, smoky, sexy look, and also a natural, everyday, wearable, natural being green, as natural as possible. But it's just, for me, it's very wearable, very usable. I'm going to get a lot of use out of this, and I have absolutely no regrets in purchasing it. It was exactly what I wanted and was looking for when I first saw this, and I love it, and therefore I don't mind paying that money because I know I'll use every shade in here. I guess like for me, I'd rather buy this £5 at £40 than have a, you know, £30 palette of which there are 10 shades in there I'm not going to use and is like 3 times the price. So for me, this was like a really condensed version of one of her palettes where I'll really use the heck out of it. I hope you found this video useful and helpful. I am really in love with it. I think it's beautiful, but I completely understand that it is very unfair and frustrating that we should be paying like almost double in the UK the price that it would cost you if you were US based. So yes, I hear you. I know. I would love to see you in another video. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.